Hey guys, it's Melanie. Welcome back. I hope your day is off to a fantastic start. So we are nearing the end of June, which means that it's time for me to start sharing some empties for this past month. And today I am going to tackle my Home Fragrance Empties. Admittedly, when I came up here to film this video and I grabbed my little pink basket of, empty candles and wax melts, I was a little disappointed in myself by the amount. I really was hoping to get through a little bit more than I actually did. It's okay. I still have 2 more months of summer left to put a serious dent into my summer candle stash. If you are newer here to my channel, I'm currently on a little bit of a mission to whittle down my home fragrance collection. For many, many years of my life, I was a little bit of a collector slash probably borderline hoarder when it came to candles, and I feel like the older I get, the more anxiety I actually feel around like clutter in my life. And just so you guys know, it's not just like home fragrance clutter, it's clutter all over the house, just random piles of paper. Like there's just a lot that overwhelms me, I feel like, these days. And I'm just trying my best to kind of scale everything back, make things more manageable for myself. And a big part of this is being able to open different closets in my house, different cabinets, or to look underneath, beds, and to not necessarily find candles stashed in every single location because I ran out of room, in the main areas where I store a lot of my home fragrance stuff. So yeah, I'm just really trying my hardest to whittle down the collection to a point where I can essentially put everything in one closet in the upstairs of our house here. I think I'm definitely going to get there before the end of the year, but I still have a little bit more work to do. So I am definitely, I'm gonna keep plowing ahead. My focus this summer is really whittling down my HomeWorx candle collection. HomeWorx candles are obviously a lot more substantial in terms of the size of their footprint than some other candles are. This is gonna take up a lot more room on a shelf than this is. So I'm just trying really hard to whittle down a lot of these candles that I purchased in bulk starting back in 2017 when HomeWorx first debuted on QVC. I have loved the brand since then and, purchased many of my favorites in sets of 2 or sometimes even trios from QVC, and I would do multiple sets of those. So it just got to be a lot over the years, but I've done a really good job this summer of whittling a lot of that collection down, and it feels fantastic. I'll always have backup candles on hand from HomeWorx and my other favorite brands, but I just don't need I don't need 500 HomeWorx candles. I'm not saying, it's a bad thing to have that. It's just that at this point in my life, that overwhelms me. So anyway, you guys, a little disappointed in my performance this month, but like I said, we have 2 more weeks of summer coming up here. So my goal is to finish at the very least 4 more HomeWorx candles in July and 4 more HomeWorx candles in August. And I think if I can get through 8 in the next couple of months here, then I will have done a pretty darn good job on my, specifically the spring summer candles in my collection. So that's awesome, and go me. Let me know if you are joining me on this little journey, how you are doing in terms of using your products up. I know a lot of you are also just gifting them away to friends and family, and I have done a ton of that. So I don't think I need to do any more of that at this point. I think I'm kind of at a place where I can just continue to burn and just enjoy what I have left. So anyway, let's get into it, you guys. Per usual, check out that description box. Lots of links down there. If you are curious about what a candle crock or what a candle lamp is, if this is one of your first home fragrance videos here on my channel, you might want to go ahead and check that particular video out. It explains both of those candle accessories in detail. There's links down there to the best Crocs that I actually own myself that have amazing performance. Also lamps that work really well. There's links to where to purchase everything that I'm showing you guys here. discount codes for both HomeWorx and Kingle if you want to save a little bit of money there. I'll put my affiliate discount codes down there. But without further ado, you guys, let's get into it here. So I'm just going to give you some final thoughts on these candles. Any of the candles that you see that are still full of wax, and you hear me saying these are done, these are candles that started, in a lot of these cases, started and ended their lives in a candle crock. So with a candle crock, the wax does not dissipate because you are not lighting the wax on fire, if you will, with the wick, and so it just doesn't dissipate. But what does happen is all of the fragrance oils sort of essentially like evaporate out of the wax, if you will, over time, and so it just gives you continuous output of fragrance. You just don't have the ambiance, right? And as you can see, do you see where those wicks are now? They went totally wonky, right? So the wick clips get dislodged from the bottom. There's usually some glue or some type of adhesive that holds the wick clips in place. That metal part is the clip. And if you loosen that glue, those wicks then are free floating, and whenever the candle solidifies, when you turn the crock off, they'll be in weird locations. Like this wick is still very much usable, obviously, but if you were to light this where it's currently located, I guarantee you that that is way too close to the side of the jar, and this could cause your glass to crack. It could overheat and crack. And then you not only have like a massive like waxident on your hands, but you also have a massive fire hazard, so don't do that. Listen, if you're going to put a candle into a crock, you're gonna leave it there, and that's where the candle's life is over, right? Like you can reuse the wax. I also have a video linked down below where it gives you some ideas for how to reuse the wax, at least what I personally do. But you know, in terms of this being like a usable candle, not anymore. There's no scent left in this. It just smells like soy wax, I guess. But this is Marshmallow Morning from Kingle. I absolutely adore this particular scent. It is fairly similar to sprinkled macarons from the Reserve line. I don't think they're exactly spot on, but they're pretty darn close. Anyway, this is a lovely scent. It's been out for a couple years now. It's been repurchased multiple times by me. I love it. I would highly recommend checking it out. It's delicious. All right, here we have the brand new Reserve Grilled PB&J, and I did finish this one. So I burned this to probably just beyond the halfway point, and then I ended up putting the rest of it into a candle crock. The wicks on this one were really kind of tough. These are not wicks that I'm used to from Kingle at all, and I hope that they don't use these on any other candles in the near future. They just got some really wicked mushroom tops on them, and they did not give me the burn that I really like from the Kingle candles, especially the regular line like this, and then obviously the Reserve. The wax and the wicks are usually the same in these. But yeah, this one, I love the fragrance. It is a delicious, like, gourmand in that it is both sweet and savory at the same time. You almost smell like that yeasty bread note from the, you know, like bread portion of the grilled PB&J. It's a delicious scent. I certainly hope the fragrance sticks around, but I hope they can maybe work on the formulation of this one to get rid of these wicked wicks and replace them with something that is going to burn a heck of a lot better. I do prefer to burn my Kingle candles if at all possible. I don't necessarily want to put them in crocks. I mean, obviously I do sometimes, but you know, with that grilled PB&J, I really wanted to burn that one, but I just could not. Okay, I also finished the gingered peach in my crock as well. Now this one I burned almost, I would say there was like about a third of it left, and then I popped it into a candle crock in here. That third of the candle lasted about a week and a half in the crock, and this one was the lightest out of the latest Reserve launch in terms of how it performed when it was lit. But in the crock, it actually was a little bit stronger in terms of strength and throw. So it's a great scent. a very unique take on peach. It's a little bit different. Is it something that I would clamor after again? Not necessarily, but I did really enjoy the fragrance. And if I ever did catch this one on any type of good sale, I would probably pick up another one. But yeah, if you are into peach fragrances and you like a variety of peach scents, that one isn't quite as sweet as most, but it is really interesting with the addition of the ginger. So, but just a little bit of a lighter performance in terms of strength and throw when it was lit. But if you're crocking it, does great. All right, here is one more of the reserve candles. Some of you might cringe that I decided to put this one into my candle crock. But I had a juicy strawberry on backup. Now this strawberry is, it's another take on a fruity scent that isn't quite as sweet as most normal strawberry fragrances. This one has a touch of like green to it, I feel like. A really lovely summer strawberry, but not as sweet as what I'm used to. And the touch of green, again, makes it a little bit more interesting. So yeah, I liked it enough to definitely have a backup on hand, and I was just gonna burn it this summer, but I figured I would get it. I think I actually got like 3 weeks out of this one in my master bedroom. So yeah, just from start to finish in the crock, great performance, loved it. Would repurchase that scent again for sure. All right, I finished the Legendary Vacation by Vacation candle. You can see here I burned it all the way down. I love this one. Listen, I loved the perfume. If you're not familiar with Vacation, they are a sunscreen company, and they have this signature vacation scent that basically will just transport you back to your youth. In this fragrance are notes of pool chlorine, like the plastic from pool toys, swimsuit lycra, banana, coconut, sunscreen. It is the most interesting fragrance that you will ever stick your nose into. It's so good. I went through an entire bottle of their perfume in one summer. I used their sunscreens. They are fabulous. The candle was a 1-wick 6-ounce candle, and I think it's either $48 or $50. So it's kind of a luxury price point for obviously the size, but I found the performance to be really good in just a bathroom setting, and it just takes me back to my youth. I love the scent. Honestly, it's killing me this summer to not buy another bottle of the perfume, but I'll be getting another bottle of that next year. So if you want the perfume, I'll link that down below as well. It's so good. Trust me, it is delightful. All right, we have Vanilla Bean Macaron from HomeWorx. I finished this. This was one of the candles that I pulled aside to specifically burn this summer. I still have one more of these left. Honestly, Vanilla Bean Macaron is one of those fragrances that I really love from HomeWorx, and I was hoarding these candles just thinking, oh, I'm gonna save them for like a special occasion. Well, my new mentality is that every day is a special occasion. You know, I'm alive, I'm reasonably healthy. I chuckle because usually I struggle with health stuff, but anyway, I'm a reasonably healthy human being. I'm alive. I should be enjoying whatever candle I want to enjoy. And so there are a few candles that I pulled aside that I am burning this summer that normally I would just hold on to because most of these I only have like one left. But I'm letting go of that like just innate hoarding tendency that I was just born with it. Listen, I know where I got it from. I got it from my mom, and my mom got it from her mom, and I'm sure my Oma got it from my great-grandmother. So I come from a long line of people who keep things for a very long time without enjoying them because of whatever reason I make up in my head. So trying to break that habit. Okay, here, ooh, you guys, this Citrus Plumeria, this candle is not finished. No, it was not underneath a lamp. No, obviously I did not put it in a crock because these HomeWorx candles do not fit in crocks, but I can't finish this candle. I did review it. I suffered to the halfway point. I hate the way this smells. This is, Normally, I am a huge fan of so many of Harry's different fragrances. This is one of the very first times where I was just like, this doesn't smell right to me. I don't know what is happening with this scent. Either my nose is totally going haywire or something just went wrong in the formulation. Maybe it got past quality control when it shouldn't. I'm so curious, if you have Citrus Plumeria, what is your experience with it? To me, this smells not really anything like Plumeria for the most part. This smells like body odor to me. Unpleasant body odor. So no, I'm not going to finish that. And no, I'm not even going to put it in my gift to a friend pile. I'm not even putting it in my emergency candle pile. I don't want to smell that ever again. Normally, I do not have that reaction to HomeWorx fragrances. Even, you know, with the mint fragrances, the eucalyptus, the some of the other fragrances that I kind of tend to struggle with, caramel, maple, you know, stuff like that. Usually I can still like enjoy the fragrances for the most part, or I'm willing to pass the fragrances along to friends and family if I don't really care for them. But this is one where I'm just like, I'm not going to subject anyone to this. All right, moving on to something that I do love from HomeWorx that is just so precious to me, and I think I have 3 left. But I do think this is still available over at Dot Shop for sure. It's the Blueberry Cheesecake. I love this one. I think it smells so authentic, and yeah, this will be repurchased by me in the future for sure. But I need to get through the 3 I have left, and then yeah, you bet your bottom dollar that I'll be getting more of that. I love it. All right, this one here, I will show you that this one did live its life underneath a candle lamp. So with a candle lamp, you are pouring out wax as you melt layer by layer. So anyway, this was, well, I can't smell anything in this last layer. Christmas Cupcake, right? This was Christmas Cupcake from 2021. How many sets of 2 did I purchase? I think I purchased 4 sets of 2. That's a lot. So anyway, I think I have 1 left. I've been melting all of them. Listen, it's a great like year-round like vanilla buttercream type scent, and it's fantastic. So it's been great to melt. And I would actually repurchase it again. I love the scent, but I'm just kind of trying to, like I said, make some room. And yeah, this is big. This takes up a lot of space. So if I can enjoy some of these HomeWorx candles by melting them, then I am more than happy to do that. All right, here we have Blush Amber and Peony from Bath and Body Works. Listen, I love this one. This is quite a perfumey scent, and it was on sale for $10.95 during the SAS sale, and it killed me to not go pick up a bunch of backups of this one because I really fell in love with it. But I'm trying really hard right now to refrain from getting backups at Bath and Body Works, because at this point I think they're getting ready to put out fall soon, and I'm going to be interested in obviously purchasing some fall things from Bath and Body Works. Hey buddy, you are so late to the game today. Here's Alphonse, guys. Have you noticed that he hasn't been snoring in the background? He just showed up. Hi, sir. You here to grace us with your snorts? Anyway, you'll be hearing him in the background now. All right, the Bridgerton Danbury Shortbread. You guys were so right about this one. I fell in love with it. Great performance. Also on a pretty decent sale during SAS. I actually had a little cart going. I think I still have 5 of these in my cart. I almost bought 5 backups of this. It was a momentary lapse in judgment where I started building this cart with this, and you know, some of the raspberry rosé. The raspberry one I fell in love with this summer, and then a bunch of like the coconut things. And then I was like, stop. You are just back to contributing to the frickin' problem that you are trying to rectify here. So anyway, I never did shop the SAS sale. I probably should go in, or should have gone in to buy like some hand washes and stuff, but I even stayed away from that. So anyway, all right, here is another Marshmallow Morning that started and finished its life in my candle crock. I did remove the wax from this one and used it in one of my, what do you call those? fire starters that I make for the fireplace in our backyard. I love this one, you guys, Cake Pops. I love Cake Pops. This was released this spring in the Country Candle line. Oh, I wish I could smell it. It smells so good. You know what this kind of a little teensy bit reminded me of? It took me a long time to figure it out, but back in the day when I still was purchasing from Goose Creek, they had a scent called Peanut Butter Sugar. Now, I don't think this is exactly peanut butter sugar, but I think it's fairly close. Yeah, it really reminds me of that. Anyway, I love this Cake Pops, and I did repurchase this just to pop it into a candle crock, and I got 3 solid weeks of like continuous fragrance out of this. So good. I do have multiple candle crocks going around the house at any given time, by the way. Also, just to address it really quickly, because I do periodically get people asking me to review Goose Creek candles or ask me, you know, why I don't shop with Goose Creek. I have not purchased from them in a number of years. I actually made the decision several years ago when there was something that happened between Goose Creek and somebody else. She doesn't really make videos on YouTube anymore. I'm not going to say who it is, but anyway, she has a candle group, and the owner just was like weird about something, and it just came across as like wildly unethical. Like the whole, I knew some behind the scenes information from this particular interaction between this, you know, this creator and Goose Creek, and it just, I don't know, it just bugged me, and ever since then I just have not purchased anything from them. They actually did reach out to me a couple of years ago and asked if they could, you know, send me some candles, and I just declined. I said no thank you. They're just like, I love supporting different companies, especially if I really, you know, stand behind them, and if I really support them, and if I really love their products. I love sharing that stuff here on my channel, but I don't like sharing companies who I don't think personally are maybe the most ethical, or just, I don't know. The situation just really rubbed me the wrong way, and it just solidified my, you know, my own personal choice of not choosing to give my money to them, so, or even accepting free things from them. And that's totally fine. If you love Goose Creek, then you should buy their products, you should love them, you should enjoy them, but I just personally don't review them here on my channel. So that is why you don't see them here, even though they are a lot of times pretty affordable. And honestly, I was really bummed when I did stop buying with them, because their Peanut Butter Sugar and their French Autumn were 2 of my favorite fragrances, probably of all time. So bummer, but also not really, not for me, not after I heard what I heard. So anyway, Into the Night from Bath & Body Works. Let's get back to companies that I do purchase from, and it's Bath & Body Works here. I love this one. Man, I love this one. This is basically, to me, Into the Night smells like a more mature version of their original Dark Kiss fragrance. I loved Dark Kiss back in the day, and this is kind of as close as I can get to that particular scent. You know what's another one that I hope they bring back in a candle format is the Brown Sugar and Fig. Wouldn't that be amazing? How can we get Brown Sugar and Fig back? Because that was a great one. But anyway, yeah, Into the Night, love it. If I can get more of that someday, I definitely will. I think I still have 1 or 2 backups of it. It's really a lovely scent. All right, here we have Blueberry Violet Tart. Finish this one. Oh, I love this one. It's a very interesting fragrance because I feel like it's mostly farm stand blueberry with a little bit of a crust note and then like a slight hint of a floral. So anyway, I love this one and would definitely repurchase that. All right, a couple more Bath & Body Works candles. We have Bronzed Sunset. This one smells very similar to my beloved Cocoa Paradise, which was out last summer, I believe. Fell in love with it. This, I think, was the very best replacement that I found in terms of the coconut scents this year. Would purchase that again. And then Peach Bellini. Oh, I love Peach Bellini. I've loved Peach Bellini for years, and they had it out in the core collection. So I picked it up and finally reviewed it, because all the years of loving this, I never actually reviewed it on my channel. So now I have a review up. All right, what we have left are some wax melts. So these are all pretty much Scentsy. Yep. And we should be able to get through these fairly quickly. Okay. Scentspirations Black Raspberry Woods. Okay, so this was from that Black Raspberry Vanilla collection. They basically just did a bunch of different iterations of that particular scent. This was the more like woodsy, earthy Black Raspberry Vanilla. And I liked this one, but I didn't love it. I think, you know, it was a great kind of bedroom type scent, but I would not put this one in my club. I'm just kind of grabbing, so we might see. I know there's a couple of the other Scentspirations in here as well, but anyway, I have two Berry Bright. There might be another one in here, so, oh yeah, here we go. There's at least three. I love this one. If you like that blue raspberry cotton candy type vibe, you need to try this. It is so delicious. I might need to put this one in my club at the end of this season, or at the very least purchase some backups to have on hand for next year. Kukui and Coconut, delicious, great performer. By the way, this is an absolutely amazing performer as well in terms of strength and throw, and in terms of lasting me at least a couple of days very easily. I love this one. I actually have this going downstairs again, and it is so, like, it's this beautiful kind of creamy, perfumey coconut. I love this. I think it's delicious. Hibiscus Sunset. This is a really nice kind of just sweet hibiscus scent. Decent performance out of this one as well. Not super strong, but, you know, strong enough. Mahalo Coconut. This is my favorite, like, beachy, sea breeze type of coconut scent. It definitely has those salty, beachy ocean air vibes. Sorry, I'm watching the time because I need to finish this video. Okay, here we have Courage. This is a mix of berries and melons. Good performance out of this one. I really enjoyed this one, and I would actually repurchase this one. Strength. So this is pineapple, and there's also, I believe, some citrus in here. Yes, this is a nice fresh scent. I didn't love this one as much as the Courage. So I'm not sure I would repurchase this one. Pineapple's a little tricky for me, but I do think it was enjoyable. I think we have a couple of these in here. Tangerine and Sugarcane. There might even be more. Nope. Okay, so we have two Tangerine and Sugarcane. I purchased these during the clearance sale. You can't get any more, but I love it. So good. Camu Camu! This is one of my favorite fruity summer scents that gets recommended by me every single summer. It is really delicious. You smell the Camu Camu berries, you smell passion fruit in here. It's very fruity. A lot of people say this smells like cat pee. I don't say that, but some people do. Starburst Sky, this smells like my beloved the Seven Virtues Vanilla Woods perfume. Everyone else swears it smells like Baccarat Rouge 540 or Ariana Grande Cloud. I have both of those other fragrances as well, and I don't think it smells like this bar. But your nose smells what it smells, so whatever you say it smells like, you enjoy that. But to me, it smells like the Seven Virtues Vanilla Woods, and I frickin' love it. And I have it in the laundry care bundle, and it's so good. Cake Me to Paradise, delicious, fruity. So good. Will not be without this. It's already in my club. By the way, Starburst Sky is also in my club. And Black Raspberry Sangria. Okay, I kind of like this one a lot. Very fruity, very citrusy. Interesting, very interesting. I probably wouldn't put this one in my club, but I have definitely enjoyed this one. And that is everything. We made it without my camera cutting me off. Thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate you guys. Let me know what you finished in terms of home fragrance in the comments down below. Don't forget to check out the description box for the links that I mentioned. Let me know if you have any questions. Subscribe if you're new. Give this video a thumbs up, and we'll see you in the next one. Take care. Right off. Anyway, toodaloo.